Hello everybody, it's your boy, CJ Terriaga, and welcome to my Broly collection. Now, in today's video, I want to talk about something special, something unique. We're going to be revisiting the Dragon Ball Z movie collection Jakks specific figure line. That's right, let's go and get into it. Hit it!
Prepare yourself for If Labs. Introducing the new line of collectible figures from the Dragon Ball Z universe, featuring battle-damaged Goku with multiple 100 separate paint operations. These figures are truly made with the collector in mind. Complete your collection with detailed sculpts of If Labs, bringing collectible figures to a new level of reality.
Alright, so in today's video we're going to be talking about one of the more common variants of this Broly figure in this line of movie collection Brolys. And here is the figure. It is a movie collection 18, movie collection 18, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Now, this one has the same packaging as the last one that we talked about, but the difference is that this one is not green. His hair is yellow, and his kilt is a bit more detailed and tattered. As well as he comes with a necklace, which, as opposed to the other one, does not come with the necklace, which is kind of an anomaly. But regardless, let's get into it. So, when we're going to be talking about this figure, when we go over articulation, detail, and whatnot, we're going to be going over using this Broly figure. And the reason being is because this is the only Broly figure from the movie collection line that I have loose. Besides the necklace and the paint job, these are basically two identical Broly figures. So, posability, they're going to be the same. And, yeah. So, when we get into posability, articulation, and whatnot, and detail, we'll be using this figure. Okay, so first off, let's start with the paint job. So you can kind of tell without all the glare how detailed the kilt is. The pants don't seem to be that detailed, but he does seem a bit more tan than some of his other counterparts. His hair is definitely more yellow with some lighter yellow tones towards the edge of his spikes. Yeah, this is definitely a pretty good Broly figure for sure. Definitely recommend if you can find for a good price. Now this one is not really any type of exclusive. Again, this is one of the more common ones. Let's go ahead and look at the sides. Not really anything special. Here's the top. Here's the bottom with Broly there. And here comes the back, where you see him alongside with Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Trunks on the back. Now, one thing about this Broly figure that you're not going to see in a lot of other Broly figures is this one still has the tape on. Let's see if I can focus on the... Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell that there's tape right there. So, same goes for the bottom. The tape has not been compromised. So this is indeed a mint condition Broly figure that has not been outside of its box. So everything you see in the packaging is what you see and what you get with this figure. So like this one does come with the necklace, whereas opposed to the green variant that we saw earlier, it does not, which is weird. But regardless, really cool figure. The box is really nice. The figure itself, I believe, is one of the best in this line of figures because it's the most like the Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, minus the fact that his hair is yellow. Regardless, still a really good figure of Broly, especially being how highly detailed it is. I mean, you can see the veins, and just, again, the paint job and the detail on this figure is really good. Now, let's go ahead and go over articulation. So again, we'll be using this Broly for the purposes of studying its articulation and whatnot, which, again, like the last video, not that big of a deal. Arms go about that high. Legs go about that high. His bicep is about that much. So basically a 180. You are able to turn his wrists so you can move his hands. His head just looks about that much to the right and that much to the left. You can turn him using his waist, and you can bend the knees. Again, very tough. Don't want to break the figure. The ankle can turn as well as the thigh. So, articulation-wise, these line of figures are not the best. They're not really known for their articulation, unlike the SH Figuarts line, or the Dragon Stars, or the Figurized Standard. Those are more understood for their articulation and detail. They are really good figures. But this one is more praised for its detail when it comes to their figures. Unlike any other Dragon Ball figures that they've created, this one actually goes for a more realistic vibe and a more realistic look based on, well, the veins that you see on this dude's body. Now, and all the Broly models in the movie collection line, they all use the Second Coming Broly mold, which is the one where he has the tattered pants, and that's really the only difference is he has tattered pants. In the first movie, he never had tattered pants, so the only one that would be the Second Coming Broly movie, and that's what all these Brolys are based off of. So, that's about it for the figures. Let's go ahead and go over some other details. Now, although these figures are really good, their price range is still a little bit more pricier than some people would like. These figures ranging between $40 to $150, depending on whether they're loose or still brand new in packaging, which, as you could tell. So, if you're lucky enough to get it for a really good price, like less than $100, still brand new in box, I highly recommend getting it. But again, it's a bit more of a pricier purchase than your average Dragon Stars figures, which are a bit more bang for your buck. Or the Figurized Standard, which I believe are also better figures just because they're a bit more universal, and you can use them with your SH Figuarts, or just have a bigger line of figures like your Android 16s, 17s, 18s, Cells, Freezes, Gokus, Vegetas, etc., because Figurize has a long history of making different figures. So, you have that. But regardless, I still recommend getting these figures if you are a collector. Now, if you are a collector and you want to get some of the top dog ones, this one is not it, and neither is the last one. But, definitely if you are a completionist, I recommend getting them. They're still really cool figures, and definitely a piece of their time is what they are. Now, when I got mine, I got all mine in a singular purchase. And I managed to get 4 out of the 5 in this one purchase. And I got it for this much. $460 plus roughly about $40 to $50 in shipping. So, it was a really good deal. Some people may think it's a little crazy, but when you're looking at figures that are going for this price range, it's reasonable and understandable, especially considering that all these figures are brand new still in their box. The tape has not even been tampered with. So, that's about it for my review on these figures, or on this figure in particular. I will be going over the blue-haired variant next, and then the Z-Store exclusive after that. Because I do believe that the Z-Store exclusive is more rare than the blue-haired variant, but those two could be interchangeable. Regardless, we'll get into that another time. I hope you guys take care. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.